Do you ever pause and think, how many good years do you really have left after turning 70? That question weighed heavily on Ethan, a retired firefighter living in the quiet hills of Asheville, North Carolina. At 72, he still split wood in the mornings and hiked the Blue Ridge trails on weekends. His energy and sharp mind surprised even the younger folks in his community. But Ethan knew not everyone aged the same way. His longtime friend Caleb, also 72, had a very different experience. Caleb often canceled lunch plans, felt exhausted by mid-morning, and complained of body aches he used to laugh off. What made their paths so different? The answer lies in 7 subtle but powerful signs your body starts giving you in your 70s. These signals can quietly forecast how many more vibrant years you might enjoy, or warn you of silent decline. This isn't guesswork. These signs are backed by research from leading doctors and scientists who've studied the habits of people who thrive in their 70s, 80s, even 90s. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, and better yet, what to do about it. Because your future isn't just about time, it's about quality of time. Turning point sign 1. Balance is everything. When Isabella turned 74, she thought she was doing just fine. She cooked her own meals, kept up with her favorite garden club, and even watched her 2 grandkids every other weekend. But one morning, something unexpected happened. While reaching up to grab a bowl from the top kitchen shelf, she lost her balance. Her foot slipped. Thankfully, she caught herself on the counter, but the scare lingered. That moment triggered a wake-up call. Later that week, she saw a video online that challenged her. Can you stand on one leg for 10 seconds? It seemed easy enough. She tried it. One foot lifted, and within 3 seconds, she was wobbling uncontrollably, arms flailing for balance. She couldn't believe it. What Isabella didn't realize is that this simple test, standing on one leg for 10 seconds, is more than a party trick. It's one of the strongest predictors of longevity in older adults. According to multiple studies, people in their 70s who struggle with balance are significantly more likely to suffer falls, injuries, and even cognitive decline in the coming years. Her friend Charlotte, also 74, had a completely different experience. She did Tai Chi 3 times a week, walked barefoot around her backyard garden for foot stability, and regularly practiced balance drills. When she took the same one-leg test, she stood like a statue for nearly 20 seconds. Calm, steady, focused. Balance is more than strong legs. It reflects the strength of your nervous system, core muscles, joint health, and even brain function. If you find yourself grabbing furniture to steady yourself, stumbling while turning quickly, or losing your footing on uneven ground, it's your body's way of whispering, I need help. The great news? You can rebuild your balance. Isabella started small. She began standing on one leg while brushing her teeth, walking heel to toe down the hallway, and later joined a senior yoga class. Within 2 months, she held the balance test for 11 seconds. Not much on paper, but a world of difference in confidence and coordination. So ask yourself, when was the last time you tested your balance? Can you stand on one leg for 10 seconds without grabbing onto something? If not, don't panic, but don't ignore it either, because your ability to stay upright today may determine how independent and safe you remain tomorrow. Unexpected event. Sign 2, the power in your hands. Samuel had always been known for his firm handshake. At 76, he still opened pickle jars without asking for help and carried heavy grocery bags with ease. But one afternoon, something strange happened. While trying to open a jar of tomato sauce for dinner, he struggled. He twisted. He grunted. Nothing. His daughter eventually stepped in and popped it open without effort. It was a small moment. Embarrassing, yes, but Samuel brushed it off. Just one of those days, he mumbled. But deep down, something felt off. Later that night, he realized this wasn't the first time his hands had failed him. Turning doorknobs, gripping tools, even holding a coffee mug for too long, he'd been quietly losing strength without realizing it. This seemingly minor change is anything but. In fact, grip strength is one of the most powerful indicators of overall health and longevity. A weakening grip often signals muscle loss, poor circulation, and even early signs of neurological decline. It's not just about hands, it's a reflection of how strong and resilient the entire body is. Across town, Samuel's neighbor Henry, also 76, had taken a different approach. A former mechanic, he started doing hand exercises after reading about their benefits. He used stress balls, lifted light dumbbells, and even practiced squeezing thick towels. When Henry visited his doctor for a routine checkup, his grip test showed above-average strength for his age. The doctor smiled and said, "Keep doing what you're doing. You're aging like a pro." Grip strength is directly connected to your independence. Struggling to hold things today could mean struggling to take care of yourself tomorrow. Tasks like cooking, cleaning, dressing, even dialing a phone, every one of them depends on hand strength. The good news? Just like balance, grip strength is rebuildable. Samuel took the hint. He bought a set of hand grippers, began lifting light weights, and even joined a local senior fitness class that focused on functional movement. Within weeks, he noticed a change, not just in his grip, but in his posture, confidence, and overall energy. So here's your challenge. Pick up something heavy, maybe a grocery bag or a water jug. Does it feel harder than it used to? Do your hands tire faster? If so, it might be time to act, because how firmly you can hold on to something today might reveal how long you'll be able to hold on to life tomorrow. Change in perspective, sign 3, the speed that tells a story. Charlotte, age 75, always considered herself relatively fit. She didn't go to the gym or run marathons, but she took pride in staying active. Every morning, she walked her dog Buddy around the neighborhood park. It wasn't anything fast, just a peaceful stroll beneath the oaks. But something changed. One day, her neighbor Amelia, who was a few years younger, caught up with her during the walk. "Hey, Charlotte, mind if I join you?" Amelia asked. They chatted and walked, but after just a block, Charlotte noticed herself falling behind. Her legs felt heavy, her breath shorter, and she had to politely say, "Go ahead, I'll catch up." That night, it stuck with her. When did walking become difficult? She remembered the article she read once. Your walking speed may predict your life expectancy. It seemed dramatic at the time, but now it felt personal. Studies have shown that after age 70, your walking pace becomes a quiet reflection of your overall health. Your heart function, muscle strength, balance, and even brain activity. People who maintain a brisk, steady gait often live longer, healthier lives than those whose pace has slowed. Across town, Evelyn, also 75, offered a different example. She walked briskly every day, rain or shine. She even set step goals on her smartwatch and joined a senior walking group. When crossing a busy street, Evelyn moved with purpose, never hesitating or struggling. That confidence wasn't just physical, it came from consistency. Walking slower may seem like a natural part of aging, but it can actually be an early warning sign. It may point to declining leg strength, circulation problems, or even the early stages of neurological disorders. The issue isn't slowness, it's why the body is slowing down. But there's good news. Walking speed can be improved. Charlotte made a simple plan. She started timing her walks, gradually increasing her pace. She added short stair climbs into her day and focused on leg exercises twice a week. Within a month, her stamina grew, and more importantly, so did her confidence. So here's a question for you. When you walk across a parking lot or through the grocery store, do you move with ease, or are you falling behind? The way you walk through life literally can say more about your future than any medical chart ever could. New opportunity, sign 4, the sleep that shapes your tomorrow. At 77, Henry thought poor sleep was just a part of aging. For the past few years, his nights had become a frustrating routine, tossing, turning, waking at 3 a.m., and staring at the ceiling until dawn. Naps during the day left him groggy, not rested. He chalked it up to getting older and never gave it much thought until his checkup. His doctor looked concerned. "Henry," she said, "your blood pressure's up, your memory tests show some decline, and your energy levels are unusually low. How's your sleep?" That question hit hard, because for the first time, Henry realized that his sleep wasn't just about feeling tired, it was affecting everything else too. Across town, Margaret, also 77, had a very different experience. She had a set bedtime, avoided screens before sleep, got morning sunlight, and rarely drank caffeine after noon. She consistently slept 7 to 8 hours each night, woke up feeling refreshed, and noticed her mood, memory, and energy stayed steady. The contrast is clear and backed by science. Quality sleep is when your body heals, restores, and protects itself. It clears waste from the brain, strengthens the immune system, and resets emotional balance. Older adults with poor sleep are at a higher risk of cognitive decline, heart disease, weakened immunity, and even early mortality. Sleep disruptions aren't just annoying, they're red flags. Frequent waking, trouble falling asleep, nightmares, restless legs, or daytime fatigue all suggest your body's recovery system isn't functioning at its best. Often, the causes include sleep apnea, chronic stress, poor diet, or lack of movement during the day. But here's the opportunity: you can fix it. Henry didn't settle. He began small. He set a regular sleep schedule, walked every afternoon, stopped using his phone an hour before bed, and started journaling before sleep to clear his thoughts. Within a few weeks, the tossing and turning reduced. Within 2 months, he was waking up naturally, with energy he hadn't felt in years. Sleep isn't just rest, it's repair. So tonight, pay attention. Are you waking up tired? Struggling to fall asleep? Feeling foggy during the day? If so, take it seriously, because how you sleep tonight will shape how clearly you think, how strongly you move, and how long you thrive in the days to come. Character growth. Sign 5, when your body stops asking for food. Evelyn, 74, used to love cooking. Her kitchen was always full of life. Roasted vegetables in the oven, chicken simmering on the stove, the scent of herbs filling the air. But lately, things had changed. Meals felt like a chore. Her appetite vanished. She skipped breakfast, nibbled at lunch, and sometimes didn't eat dinner at all. She told herself, "I'm just not hungry anymore." At first, she didn't think it was a big deal. She even joked with her daughter, "Maybe I'll lose a few pounds." But then came the weakness. Climbing stairs left her breathless. Her clothes hung loosely on her frame. And when she nearly fainted at the grocery store one afternoon, reality hit hard. Evelyn wasn't just aging, her body was quietly starving. Many older adults don't realize that a shrinking appetite can be a serious warning sign. It's not just about missing a meal. It often reflects deeper problems: poor nutrient absorption, hormonal changes, early cognitive decline, or even depression. And when your body isn't getting the fuel it needs, it begins breaking down muscle, weakening your immune system, and speeding up physical decline. Compare Evelyn's experience to Lillian, also 74. Lillian loved food and took it seriously. She focused on whole, colorful meals, lean proteins, fresh greens, healthy fats. She prepped small, nutrient-rich plates and made it a point to enjoy her food, not just eat it. Her energy stayed high, her weight stable, and her bones strong. The truth is, your appetite is your body's voice. When it goes quiet, you should listen. But here's the good news. Evelyn made a comeback. She spoke with a nutritionist who helped her identify vitamin deficiencies and digestion issues. She started adding smoothies, soups, and small protein-packed snacks into her day. She also found joy again in cooking, not big meals but thoughtful ones. And slowly her appetite returned. Along with it came strength, alertness, and the sparkle in her eyes that had been missing for months. So ask yourself, have you lost interest in meals? Are you unintentionally losing weight? Are you eating out of routine or true nourishment? Don't ignore it, because every bite you take after 70 isn't just about food. It's about fueling the life you still get to live. Inspirational conclusion: the heart and soul of longevity. At 78, Jack looked healthy on the outside, but inside he carried a silent burden. Ever since his wife passed 3 years ago, stress had become his constant companion. Bills, minor health scares, family disagreements. He felt overwhelmed by things he once handled with ease. He barely slept, skipped meals, and avoided social events. When his doctor asked how he was managing stress, Jack shrugged. "I just keep it all inside," he said. But what Jack didn't realize was this: stress was silently wearing down his body. Research shows that unmanaged stress increases inflammation, weakens the immune system, and accelerates aging. It can even lead to heart disease and memory decline. But even more concerning, Jack had become isolated. That's when his daughter encouraged him to join a local veterans breakfast group. Hesitant at first, Jack eventually went, and something shifted. He laughed for the first time in months. He shared stories. He listened. He connected. It was like air returning to a room that had been closed off for too long. Compare that to Raymond, also 78, who had always prioritized staying connected. Whether it was church on Sundays, poker nights on Fridays, or phone calls with old friends, he made time for people. And that choice paid off. His mood stayed steady, his memory sharp, and his sense of purpose strong. Human beings are wired for connection, and after 70, it becomes even more essential. Loneliness doesn't just make you sad, it affects your biology. It's been linked to increased risk of depression, stroke, and even premature death. But here's the powerful truth. It's never too late to reconnect. Jack now meets with the breakfast group every Thursday. He started walking with a neighbor each morning. The weight of stress lifted, just a little, and his health followed. So ask yourself, are you holding on to stress that you haven't processed? Have you pulled away from friends or family without meaning to? Managing stress and maintaining social ties aren't luxuries. They are lifelines. Because the people you laugh with, cry with, and grow old with might just be the reason you live longer. The story of Ethan teaches us a powerful truth. Aging doesn't mean surrendering. It means evolving. For too long, society has painted life after 70 as a slow, inevitable decline. But the reality is, the way we move, eat, sleep, think, and connect can actively shape how long and how well we live. Your body is not working against you. It's trying to talk to you. Every stumble, every night of poor sleep, every skipped meal or moment of isolation is a signal. And if you're willing to listen, those signals can become your greatest guide. Longevity isn't about chasing youth. It's about maximizing vitality in the years you still have. The quality of your life doesn't depend on age, but on action. The sooner you begin, the more time you'll reclaim, not just in years, but in meaning. So no matter where you are right now, just beginning to notice the signs or already feeling their effects, know this: it's never too late to start living with intention. Real-life application, 150 words. Start small, but start today. Try this. Stand on one leg for 10 seconds. Do it near a wall or chair if needed. Squeeze a tennis ball 10 times with each hand. Take a 10-minute walk after your next meal. Go to bed 30 minutes earlier tonight. No phone, no TV. Call someone you haven't spoken to in a while and say, "I've been thinking about you." Then tomorrow do it again and again. These tiny steps may seem insignificant, but over time they compound into real change. Just like Ethan, you don't need to change your whole life overnight. You simply need to respond to what your body and mind are asking for. Consistency, movement, nourishment, connection. And remember, you're not just adding years to your life. You're adding life to your years. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like and share with your friends. Your support keeps these stories alive. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a new episode. And if today's story touched your heart, leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Take care, stay well, and see you in the next story.